the mat. Knees slightly wider than the mat, and then just bring your knees together. If you are used to doing yoga, the other option is the soles of your feet together and your knees are out. Now, if you're not used to this pose, you will feel it on your hips a little bit. The idea is we're just going to have a couple of minutes of slowing our breath down. So this will be, if your hips are a bit uncomfortable, then maybe go feet wider than your hips, knock your knees together. And then you can draw your hands either to your tummy, one to your heart, one to your tummy. And then you're just going to try and just slow your breath down. So we're going to try and do 4 seconds of inhale and 4 seconds of exhale. So don't feel panicked if you can't follow the noise. But you're going to start taking an inhale in and exhale out. Inhaling in, exhaling out. And whilst you're there, just try and see if your face is relaxed. Really try and use that full capacity of your lungs as you inhale and exhale. Just sink yourself into the mat. Try and inhale and exhale through the nose if you can, just to slow that breath down. Inhaling in, again, don't feel panicked, just find your own rhythm. This is just about bringing that focus and attention on your breath and on to you. Just being present. Just try and release any tension that you're holding, really sink those shoulders down. Allow that belly to rise and fall. Just drawing that attention to that inhaling and exhaling out. And then just find your own natural rhythm, still trying to keep that focus and attention on your breath. Still trying to keep it nice and slow. Slowing that heart rate down. Relaxing that nervous system. And then if your knees are out, you're going to bring your hands to outside of your knees and draw your knees into your chest. And then you're just going to draw a little circle on the ceiling with your knees in one direction and then the other, just so that the small of your back is having contact with the mat. And then you're going to hug that right knee in, hug it into your chest, let that left leg go long, okay? So if the small of your back is really uncomfortable here, just bend that left foot so your small of your back is supported. So you're hugging this right knee in, you're just going to slowly rotate that wrist, that ankle, sorry, in one direction and then the other. And if that left leg is bent, just straighten it. And you're going to bring this, your left hand to your right knee and take that knee across your body to the left, turning your head in the opposite direction. So you're just gently twisting that thoracic area. Your knee doesn't have to touch the floor or anything like that. Coming back to centre, hug both knees in, squeezing that left one into your chest, letting that right one go long or supporting your lower back. So you're really trying to hug that knee in, rotating that ankle in one direction and then the other. And then taking that right hand to that left knee, bringing it across your body. And just turning your head in the opposite direction, just so you're gently twisting. And then coming back to centre. You're going to rock and roll your way up. Doesn't matter how many times it takes you. You're going to come up to seated. If this is really uncomfortable and you hate sitting like this, your option is to just sit on your heels. Or put a book or a block underneath you so that your hips are raised, which helps with those crossed legs. So you're going to bring both arms up overhead on your inhale, and then you're going to bring that exhale, your right hand, right hip, left arm up and over. So you're stretching that side body. Up and over to the other side. So bringing that right arm. So you're trying to do a side stretch here. Keep your bum on the mat. And then coming back up to centre. Bring your left hand behind you so it's on the mat. And then right hand to left knee. Gently twist that upper body. Keep your nose in line with your sternum. And then coming round to the other side. Just for that counter twist. Again, don't crank that neck round. And then come back to centre. You're going to come into all fours, which is your tabletop position. So your shoulder is over your wrists, hips are over your knees. And you're just going to bring that right knee out and circle it. So if your hips are uncomfortable, just make the circle smaller. But it's just about opening up that hip. And then change direction, so draw that knee back, bring it round to the side. You're then going to kickstand it out to the side, and then bring your upper body up, reach those arms up overhead, slide that right hand down that right leg, bring that left arm up and over. Almost push your hip away, and then coming over to the other side, either hand on hip or hand on the floor, right arm up. And even point your toes here if you really want that long stretch. And then bring yourself back up. Hands down, knee down. So that left knee, you're going to just circle that, open up that hip. 3 in one direction. And then reverse. So draw that knee back, bring it around to the side. And then you're kickstanding it out to the side. Bring both arms up overhead, reaching up nice and tall. Slide that left hand down that left leg, right arm up and over to the side. Push that hip away. And then come over to the other side. Hand on hip or hand on the floor. Left arm up. Reach that foot away, reach that hand away. Really trying to open up that side body. And then coming back to centre. Hands underneath your shoulders. Hips over your knees. You're going to walk your hands forward to your puppy pose. So it's also melting heart pose. So you're thinking about melting your heart into the earth. So you're walking your hands forward. You're keeping your hips over your knees. I mean, you could get to there, and that's absolutely fine. Or you can sink your chest all the way down to try and open up those shoulders. So if you think about, you're trying to melt your heart into the earth. And then slowly start to walk your hands up, bringing your bottom onto your heels. Interlacing your hands behind your back. You're going to draw your hands down, opening up that chest. You're then going to bring your clasped hands to your left hip. So you're just going to bring them round to the side and then bring that left ear to the left shoulder. And then go up and over to the right. And then come back to centre. Bring the hands back down to the earth behind you. Again, you're really trying to imagine you're trying to reach them to the floor. Lift that heart up. And then bring them over to the right. So your clasped hands are just resting on your hip. And then you're going to bring right ear to right shoulder. Up and over to the left. And then come back to centre. Release those hands. Come back into that tabletop position. You're going to pull your chest through. Imagine you're trying to draw your belly button down to the earth. So this is your cow position. So you're inhaling as you pull your chest through, tilt your pelvis, and then on your exhale, you're arching your back up like a cat. So you're really trying to push into those shoulder blades. And then you're inhaling, pulling through. And then exhale, arch that back. Really trying to create that space in between your shoulder blades. One more, pull through. And then arch your back. And then come back to that neutral spine. You're then going to bring this right foot up to the sky as if you're putting a footprint on the ceiling. And then you're going to draw that knee towards your nose. So a bit like cat-cow. So you're pulling your chest through, foot up nice and high. Draw that knee into your chest. Come back to cat. Take that foot up. Push it up to the ceiling. And then pulling it through. Really try to tuck it into your chest. And then last one, up. And then arching your shoulders as you go. And then you're going to take it all the way up behind you and straighten that right leg. So here you can just lift your left hand off and bring your fingertips to the earth, or reach them up. So you're one nice long line. Find that balance. If you're wobbling all over the place, you can flip your left toes to support you. You're going to draw that elbow in to meet your knee. On your inhale, exhale, glide out. Elbow into knee, and then out. One more. So you can stay here, or you can kick your heel up into your bottom, reach around, try and reach for your foot. If you've got a hold of your, you can stay there with your hand in your foot. Or if you have got a hold of your foot, just push into that hand a little bit. It literally will lift your heart and then slowly release. Bring that hand and that knee down. Left knee up, footprint on the ceiling, pull that heart through, draw your belly button down to the earth, and then you're going to bring that knee in to meet your nose, come into that cat position. Draw that foot up, and then draw that knee in. Inhaling as you push that foot up to the sky. Exhale, draw it in. Then you're taking it straight behind you. So your options are flip your right toes, or just keep your fingertips, right fingertips to the earth. Or release that right hand and find your balance. Once you've got it, you're going to draw that elbow in to meet knee, engage your core, nice and controlled. And then take that foot and that hand out. 2 more times in your own time. Drawing it in and then out. Keep that breath nice and slow, don't hold your breath. And then you're going to keep that foot and that hand extended. Or option is to bring the heel into your bottom, reach around and grab that foot. If you have got that foot, just pushing it into your hand. You can always use a dressing gown cord to pull that foot in a little bit further. And then slowly release, hand and knee down, hips over heels, come to child's pose. So you're walking your hands forward. Option here, you can have wide knees if you want, or knees underneath your tummy. You're going to walk your hands over to the right hand side of your mat, so just slightly wider than your hips, and your left hand on top of the right. Slow that breath down. And then slowly start to walk them over to the left. Bringing that right hand on top of that left. Try not to let your sit bones lift off your heels. If they're lifting, bring your hands back towards the centre. And then coming back. Bringing your hips over your heels. Coming into a plank position. So nice and strong in your arms. And then from here, you're going to find your downward dog position. So you're going to just lift your bottom up. And then imagine you're trying to push your tummy onto your heels. If downward dog is not really comfortable, see if you can bend your knees, if that helps a little bit. And then you're going to take this right leg up to three-legged dog. And you're going to try and touch that knee to your nose again. So you're almost coming into plank, tuck that knee into your chest, and then take it all the way back up behind you. Knee into nose, and then lifting it up. Again, nice and slowly and controlled. And then this time you're going to bring the foot all the way through and place it in between your hands. You may need to shuffle it through to help it. Drop that left knee. Gently bring this left hand flat, right arm up, twist that upper body round. And then slowly bring both hands down. Inhale, reach those arms up, nice and tall. And then as you exhale, elbows back, lift that heart up. So inhale as you reach up, exhale, elbows back. One more. Really try and sink those hips down, and then elbows back. Bringing your hands down, you're going to straighten this front leg. Keep that left hip over that right knee. Hands down to the earth, and then you're going to come and do a little mini cat-cow here. So you're going to try and pull that chest through, and then exhale, arch your back. So you're going to bring that chest through, hopefully feeling that on your hamstring, and then exhale, curl your back. One more. More time, try and reach that heart through. You'll feel that on your hamstring. And then bring that weight forward, and then you're going to bring that left foot behind the right, as if you're crossing your legs. Staying in that forward fold, so you can bend your knees as much as you want here to be able to touch the ground. Just walk your hands over to the left, and then just bring them over to the right. And then coming back to centre. Bringing both arms up overhead. Inhale as you reach up. Release those legs, feet together. And then exhale, fold forward. So stay in that forward fold, keep those knees nice and soft. Inhale, come to flat back, so hands come underneath your knees, flatten your back. Exhale, fold forward, come back to plank again. Here, you're going to lower your chest and your chin down, nice and slowly, and sweep that chest up for upward dog. And then you're going to flip your toes, downward dog. Now taking that left leg up behind you to three-legged dog, drawing that knee to meet your nose. So you're really trying to tuck that knee into your chest, and then lifting it up behind you. Knee into nose, and then back. One more. Nice and slowly. And then this one, the foot is coming all the way through. So you might have to help it, shuffle it through so it's in between your hands, dropping that right knee to the floor, place that right hand flat, bring that left arm up to the sky. So you're trying to open up that chest, pushing those hips down to the earth. Then both hands back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows back. Lift that heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows back. One more. And then you're going to be straightening that front leg. So you're straightening that left leg, bringing your hands down to support you, and then you're going to do cat-cow again. So you're inhaling, pulling that chest through. Exhale, arching your back. Inhale, pull that chest through. And then exhale, arch. Last one. And then come back. Bring that weight forward. And then you're going to tuck that right leg behind the left in that forward fold so your legs are crossed. And you're just going to walk your hands around to the left. As far as your body will allow. And then all the way around to the right. And then coming back to centre, curling yourself up. Bringing those arms up overhead as you inhale, release that back leg so that both feet are facing forward. And then you're going to exhale, fold all the way forward. Keep your knees nice and soft in this forward fold. You're going to interlace your hands behind your back and then imagine you're trying to draw them up and over your head. That's not what's going to happen, but you're aiming in that direction. You can rest your tummy on your thighs, bend your knees as much as you want to. And then slowly bringing those arms back. You're going to sweep up into chair. So you're sinking your hips down, bringing those arms. If your lower back's really uncomfortable, just bring your arms by your side. Just bending that knees. Bring those arms up. Connecting those palms, you're going to bring your hands down towards heart centre and twist around to the left if you can and hook that elbow on to that left thigh and almost bring your heart round to try and meet your hands. And then just see if you can lift this right foot off and then put it back down. And then try and see if you can get your knee to reach your shoulder and then back down. And then hold it if you've got it up and then down. Come back to centre, bring those arms up past your ears and then release those legs. Reach up nice and tall, take a nice big inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, so hands are just underneath the knees, just straightening your back, and then exhale, fold forward. Sweeping up to chair again, so you're sinking your bottom down, sitting on that imaginary chair, arms are up past your ears, then you're going to connect your palms, bring them down to heart centre, twisting round to the other side, so you're twisting round to the right, hooking that elbow onto the thigh if you can. Now just double check that your left knee isn't snuck in front. You want your knees in line. Twist that upper body round and then try and release that. I mean, if this is all you want to do, that's fine. Or you can lift this left foot off, put it down. And then again, really try and reach that knee to your shoulder and then down. Last one. Come back to centre, stay in that chair pose, bring those arms up past your ears, then release your legs. Inhale as you reach, exhale, fold forward. You're going to come all the way down to seated. Bringing that right heel towards that left hip, and then you're going to bring that left leg over the top. Now, if you think you're uncomfortable, straighten that right leg. So your right leg can be straight in front of you and this left leg can just be over the top. If you've got that right leg tucked towards your hip, just make sure your bottom is fully on the mat. Inhale, reach those arms up, twist round to the left, hook that elbow onto that thigh again. Left hand behind you, gently twist that upper body round. Really try and lift that heart up, open up that chest. Come round for a counter twist. So you're just twisting round the other direction, bringing that right hand behind you to support. Come back to centre, bring hands to heart centre, straighten that left leg, keep it off the mat. And then you're going to bring that foot back behind you, not letting it touch the floor at all. Really using your tummy muscles to bring that leg in front and then behind. Again, it's not touching the floor, you're just reaching it behind you and then reaching forward. One more time. And then bring it forward and relax. Might fell over. Then you're going to bring your left heel either into your hip or straighten that left leg, right leg over the top. Again, your bottom needs to be fully on the mat. Inhale, reach up, twist round to the right, Hook that elbow onto that thigh. Bring your right hand behind you. Other way, Mike, sorry. I might have got my left and rights wrong. It's quite possible.
Take much this time, Warren.
I could have got my left and rights wrong. It's quite easy. So you're just gently twisting that upper body round. Then coming round for that counter twist. And then as you come back to centre, hands to heart centre. That's just so you don't cheat, by the way. It's not a yogi thing at the moment. So that foot is off the mat, and then you're taking it back behind you, and then maybe just trying to reach your head to the ground, and then bring it forward. Control the whole time. Taking it back, not letting it touch the mat, nothing's touching the floor, and then in front. Last one. And then bring it back to centre. Bring both feet flat on the mat. Lie yourself down. So you're going to bring your heels in towards your bottom. Fingertips pointing towards your heels. They don't have to meet. Just go in that direction. You're going to tilt your pelvis so that the small of your back is touching the mat. And then push your hips up to the sky. And then you can just maybe move your shoulders just so they're kind of supporting you a little bit. To push that chest up, push those hips up. Bring that right leg up. Push those hips a little bit more. And then bring that ankle onto that left thigh. Slowly lower those hips. And then you're going to interlace your hands behind that left thigh or on top of the shin. And again, hug that knee into your chest. So it doesn't have to be on top of your shin, it can be behind the thigh. Just trying to open up that hip. Both feet flat. And then bringing your heels in towards your body, fingertips towards your heels. Slowly peeling those hips up to the sky, coming into your bridge pose. Left leg up. Push again, push those hips up. And then rest that ankle onto that right thigh. Slowly lower. Interlace your hands either behind that thigh or on top of the shin. And then hugging it into your chest. And then slowly release. Both feet flat, just walk them slightly wider than your hips. Drop your knees over to the right. Turn your head over to the left. Your option here is you can bring this right foot and anchor that left knee down to the ground to get a bit more of a stretch down that left side. And then release that foot if it's on that knee. Knees flat, engage your tummy, and then bring knees up and over to the left. Turn your head over to the right. Your option is to bring that left knee on top of that right to anchor it down. And then if you've got that knee on, taking it off, and you're going to hug your knees into your chest. So you're going to give yourself a big squeeze. Again, draw that little circle on the ceiling in one direction and then the other. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Really trying to hug those knees into your chest and then allow yourself to come into your Shavasana. So this is your relaxation pose. So there is no right or wrong at all. It's just trying to find that stillness so that you don't fidget or move for just a couple of minutes. That might be hard with some people. Michael, not naming any names. So you're going to close your eyes and just slow that breath down like we did at the beginning. And just bring that attention to your face. Making sure that your face is nice and relaxed. And just note that inhale and exhale. body settling, relaxing and letting go. Really trying to allow that chest to expand and that belly release. Just notice the points of contact you have with the floor. Notice that breath coming in and the breath going out. If your mind wanders, gently and non-judgmentally, just bring it back to your breath. Just noting that inhalation and exhalation. Notice your entire body and mind relaxing with each breath. Feeling at peace, ease, and grounded. Slowly start to bring attention to your fingers, touching the thumb to the first finger, the second, the third, the fourth. Wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, rotate your wrists, rotate your ankles, and then bring your arms up over your head, past your ears, allowing your body to stretch like you've just woken up. Drawing your knees into your chest, still trying to keep your movement slow, still keep your eyes closed, and gently rock from side to side. And then allow your body to drop to whichever side you feel drawn to. And then slowly, again, keep your eyes closed, your movement slow. Come to seated, whichever is comfortable for you, whether that be on your heels. But just as you sit, just draw the crown of your head up nice and tall, drop your shoulders away from your ears, allowing that chest and that belly to expand fully and release. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead, connect those palms, seal that energy in, and then bring your hands down to heart center. Just connecting with your breath, noting that peace, ease, and groundedness. And then you bring your thumbs up to your forehead, surrender yourself forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day, guys.
Namaste. That was amazing, Jen. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks,
Have a
Jenny.
great day, everyone.
Thanks, Jenny.
Nice to see everyone.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thanks, Jenny.